These are the 10 best foods for healthy skin. Now, we all know an unhealthy diet can damage your metabolism, cause weight gain, and even damage organs, such as your heart and your liver. But what you eat also affects another organ, your skin, which is the largest organ in our bodies. And as scientists learn more and more about diet and the body, it's increasingly clear that what you eat can significantly affect the health and aging of your skin. So today I'm going over some of the top 10 foods you can find at the grocery store that are particularly beneficial for your skin health and why. So stay tuned because you're listening to the Digest This podcast, and I'm your host, Bethany Cameron. Let's get right into the episode. When am I going to have a baby? Are me and my husband trying to conceive? Do we want kids? These are questions I get asked all the time on Instagram. And I mean, we are literally at the beginning of our second year of marriage. So as of now, we are just enjoying each other and both focusing on our careers. That's not to say we can't plan and prepare our bodies for pregnancy. And even before I got married, I would get asked by women on Instagram, and I still do, by the way, if there was a prenatal vitamin I would recommend. Well, I found one, and it's by the company Needed. Needed is a company that supplies and supports women who are looking to become pregnant, already are pregnant, or just gave birth and are needing the extra nutrient support. They offer a range of supplements from fertility support if you are trying to conceive, pregnancy support for those already pregnant, and postpartum support, all formulated by experts and third-party tested. Pregnancy and postpartum are some of the most nutritionally demanding times in a woman's life. And a mom and her baby's health now and for years to come is influenced by her nutrient status. Sadly, 95% of women in the prenatal stages have nutrient deficiency, and most prenatal vitamins include bare minimum nutrition based on outdated guidance and stale research. Needed offers products to thrive, not just survive. And it's recommended and used by more than 4,000 experts from nutritionists to midwives, functional medicine doctors, and OBGYNs. I personally like their prenatal multi, which is available in capsules and a loose vanilla powder. But I prefer their pill form because there's no natural flavors, monk fruit, or citric acid in the capsules specifically. So if you've been looking for a prenatal, trying to conceive, already pregnant, or postpartum, head on over to thisisneeded.com and use code DIGEST for 20% off your first month of Needed vitamins. Again, just go to thisisneeded.com and use code DIGEST for 20% off your first month of Needed products. You guys have probably heard of Beekeepers Naturals. They are everywhere with their superfood honey, brain fuel, bee pollen, and propolis sprays. I have personally been taking their brain fuel and propolis immune throat spray for over a year. So when they wanted to become a sponsor of this podcast, I was quite honored, and this couldn't have been a better match. And if you don't know about Beekeepers Naturals, let me quickly tell you that their propolis throat spray is literally something I use every single day, and often, multiple times a day. My husband and I both spray it at night and whenever we have a dry throat or tickle in our mouth. Now, I'm not sure if you knew, but honey isn't the only thing that bees make. They also produce a compound called propolis, which is literally a superfood. It has a special compound that acts as an antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial. One study found that when topical propolis was applied 3 times a day, it helped to heal cold sores, and the researchers found the propolis cream not only reduced the amount of herpes virus present in a person's body, but also protected the body against future breakouts. Another 2021 review found that propolis may also help treat mouth and throat infections, as well as dental cavities. And these are just a few reasons why Beekeepers Naturals uses this natural aid in so many of their products and also includes it in their raw honey for a full spectrum superfood sweetener. The founder, Carly, actually created her products after experiencing reoccurring tonsillitis that worsened because her body couldn't tolerate antibiotics. Everything changed when she came down with a severe case while studying abroad in Italy. Desperate to avoid flying home for surgery, she wandered into an Italian pharmacy and found this stuff called propolis. After barely a week of taking the bee product, her tonsils had almost returned to normal. It was the first time in her life that something had worked for her condition. And that is what sparked her journey to create Beekeepers Naturals and all their superfood honey and propolis-based products. I highly suggest checking out their propolis spray for immune support, especially during these colder months, as well as all their other immune support products to naturally help your body fight off infections and keep them at bay. And you guys know I've got an amazing deal for all my listeners. If you just go to beekeepersnaturals.com/digest, you'll get a great, amazing discount. So again, go to beekeepersnaturals.com/digest and you will get an amazing discount for only my listeners. I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, number one, which is technically not a food, and it comes to no surprise, I'm sure, but water. Purified water, not tap water, not even bottled water now has come out. They're saying that bottled water can actually be worse for you than tap water, which is just crazy. So make sure you have a good water filter. I use the one from AquaTrue. I will link it in today's show notes so that you can get the same one that I have in case you want to hop on that. But make sure that you do have a good water filter and also ice. I think a lot of people don't realize, obviously ice is made from water, but if you're still getting your ice from maybe your refrigerator ice maker, I personally don't use an ice maker. So what we do is we just have our ice cube trays and we just fill it with our filtered water from our filtered water and put it in the freezer, like old school, right? So think about that too when you're consuming ice. And so again, water and hydration. Hydration is so, so key. So in addition to just clean water, you want to make sure you're hydrating because you can just be drinking like 2 cups of clean water and it's still not doing enough. So you want to make sure you're getting adequate nutrition and obviously hydration, as well as electrolytes. So I take Element. They've been a partner of mine forever now, and I do the raw unflavored Element, which is just 3 ingredients. They don't add stevia or natural flavors to the raw unflavored version. So I have a pack of that a day in addition to water. And then, you can drink some herbal teas and things like that, squeeze of lemon. If you're not a huge water drinker, that always helps me, especially during the colder months. I tend to drink less water in general just because it's not so hot outside. So I have to be really cognizant of that. And so I drink warm things. So try some warm water and lemon. That can just really help if you just want something warm. All right, now that we've got water out of the way, I had to mention that. Number 2, fatty fish. So this may be no surprise, but fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and herring are excellent food for your skin. This may be no surprise, but fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and herring are excellent foods for healthy skin. They're rich in sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which are obviously important for maintaining skin health. Omega-3 fatty acids are necessary to help keep skin thick, supple, and moisturized. In fact, if you're low in omega-3 fatty acid, it can cause dry skin. And on top of helping dry skin, the omega-3 fats in fish help reduce inflammation, which can cause redness and acne, and they can even make your skin less sensitive to the sun's harmful UV rays. Some studies show that fish oil supplements may help fight inflammatory and autoimmune conditions affecting your skin, such as lupus, that's one of them. Plus, fatty fish is also a great source of vitamin E, which is one of the most important antioxidants for your skin in particular. And getting enough vitamin E is essential for helping protect your skin against damage from free radicals and inflammation. On top of all the benefits already mentioned from fatty fish, this seafood is also an amazing source of high-quality protein, which is actually needed for maintaining the strength and integrity of your skin, with several studies to back this. And lastly, but certainly not least, fish provides zinc, which is a mineral vital for regulating inflammation and the production of new skin cells. Okay, so next on the list are avocados. Who doesn't love avocados, right? They say money doesn't grow on trees, but an avocado tree comes pretty close. They are not the cheapest, however, but people will still pay good money regardless of the price because, well, one, they're freaking delicious, but also because they hold several health benefits, one of which is skin health. Avocados are high in healthy fats, which benefit many functions in the body, including our skin. And one study involving over 700 women found that a high fat intake of healthy fats, of course, specifically the type of fats found in avocados, they were associated with more supple, springy skin. And preliminary evidence also shows that avocados contain compounds that may help protect your skin from sun damage. And we all know that UV damage can cause wrinkles and other signs of aging. Avocados are also a good source of vitamin E, which I just mentioned is an important antioxidant, and antioxidants help protect your skin from oxidative damage. And here's a hot tip, you guys. There's studies to show that vitamin E seems to be more effective when combined with vitamin C, which makes total sense. Like, so many vitamins require fat for proper absorption and effectiveness. Like, have you ever heard of that you need to absorb, or that you do absorb more of the cancer-fighting lycopene in tomatoes when eaten with avocados? I don't know if you've ever heard that, but it's true. And tomatoes are also high in vitamin C. So that just goes hand in hand, and it just makes total sense. So if you want to get the most out of what you're eating, pair it with healthy fats, in particular avocados, and add vitamin C rich foods, or take a vitamin C supplement the same time you consume avocado. Now, walnuts have many characteristics that make them an excellent food for healthy skin. Listen to this, you guys. There's a good source of essential fatty acids, which are fats that your body cannot make itself. So keep that in mind, you guys. You need certain types of fats. Your body just can't make it. In fact, walnuts contain the highest amount of omega-3s compared to other nuts. So to put things into perspective, a 30-gram serving of walnuts contains 1,884 milligrams of omega-3 ALA. Now, for the same 30-gram serving, pecans only contain 186 milligrams, pistachios contain 96 milligrams, macadamia nuts contain just 60, cashews contain only 21, and almonds contain 0. This is all according to the Australian Food Composition Database. So, comparing a whopping 1,884 milligrams of omega-3 ALAs in just a 30-gram serving of walnuts to all the other nuts, I mean, that doesn't even come close. There's no question walnuts outshine by a landslide. Now, sunflower seeds are actually really great for the skin because they are an excellent source of vitamin E, which I just mentioned is super beneficial when it comes to skin health. One 28-gram serving of whole sunflower seeds packs 49%, that's basically 50% of your daily value for vitamin E. They also pack 41% of the daily value for selenium, 14% for zinc, and they even contain a small amount of protein, about 5.5 grams. So if you're confused about sunflower seeds versus sunflower seed oil, I actually have a reel on my Instagram explaining the difference and why eating whole sunflower seeds or ground up into a butter such as organic sun butter spread is completely different and actually can be super healthy for you. But the oil can have inflammatory effects. This is all due to the way the oil is extracted and processed using solvents, bleach, other chemicals, and degumming. It is just entirely so gross. So anyways, if it's in whole, natural form, unalterated, like most everything, right? It's typically fine. And that's how God intended us to consume and enjoy food in general, right? So unaltered, typically it's fine. All that to say, sunflower seeds contain not only the vitamin E needed for your skin health, but also other nutrients I previously mentioned that complement your skin, such as zinc and protein. So just be sure to purchase organic when possible because seeds in particular are super important to get organic. 1 in 3 adults don't consume enough protein. And if you want to build muscle, lose fat, keep your immune system strong, and have all-day energy, then you should be eating at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 140 pounds, that means you need 140 grams of protein every single day. For reference, 1 egg has just 6 grams of protein, so you need at least 24 eggs per day to get 140 grams of protein. And if you're a senior, you need up to 50% more than that. That's because as we age, our bodies require more protein to preserve muscle mass, keep us healthy, reduce recovery time from illness, and improve overall quality of life. Clearly, getting enough protein is incredibly important, but how in the world do you hit your target protein count without spending a fortune, endless hours in the kitchen, or eating 24 eggs a day? Getting enough protein might seem impossible, but it's actually easy when you add Prime Protein's doctor-formulated, incredibly easy to digest and affordable beef isolate protein powder to your diet. Just 1 scoop has 20 grams of protein. And I personally take their unflavored version, which contains just 1 single ingredient. No stevia, no flavorings, or anything else added. Plus, Equip Foods Prime Protein is incredibly affordable to help you hit your complete protein needs for less than $2 a day. Tell me the last time you bought grass-fed steak for $2. Probably never. Equip Foods prioritizes working with regenerative farms who let their cows graze outside and sources the highest quality grass-fed beef protein they can find. And while they trust their partners completely, they still do independent, routine quality and contaminant testing to make sure their protein is free of harmful amounts of heavy metals and toxins like glyphosate. The way Prime Protein is processed is the same way that bone broth is made, using low and slow heating to preserve the nutrition without any chemicals. The end result is the purest beef protein powder you'll ever find, and each scoop has the same nutrient profile as a 4-ounce steak. So if you're following a carnivore, keto, or paleo diet and you're looking for something to add to your smoothies, shakes, dips, soups, and baking, then you'll love Prime Protein. It's easy on the gut and contains all 9 essential amino acids plus additional amino acids. There's over 2,000 5-star reviews, and I'm just one of them. But the best part is that it comes with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't love it after 30 days, return it for a full refund, no questions asked. And you guys know I have a discount for you. So if you go to equipfoods.com/digest and use code DIGEST, you'll get 20% off. Again, go to equipfoods.com equipfoods.com/digest and use code DIGEST. That's equipfoods.com/digest and use code DIGEST to get a whopping 20% off. All right, let's talk about sweet potatoes for a second because beta-carotene is a nutrient found in sweet potatoes and other plants, of course. And beta-carotene, it functions as a pro-vitamin A, which means it can be converted into vitamin A in your body. Beta-carotene can be found in oranges, vegetables such as carrots, spinach, and of course, as I mentioned, orange sweet potatoes. So make sure they're orange sweet potatoes because there's also different varieties of sweet potatoes that are white or purple, etc. So baked sweet potatoes in particular contain enough beta-carotene to provide more than 6 times the daily value of vitamin A in just a half a cup serving. Just 1/2 cup of baked sweet potato is about 100 grams or so. So half a cup, that's not a lot, and it provides 6 times the amount of vitamin A needed. Oh, and here's a fun fact, but carotenoids like beta-carotene help keep your skin healthy by acting as a natural sunblock. When consumed, this antioxidant is incorporated into your skin and helps protect your skin cells from sun exposure. This obviously is beneficial to help prevent sunburns, cell death, and dry, wrinkled skin. Red or yellow bell peppers. So just like sweet potatoes, bell peppers are an excellent source of beta-carotene, and 1 cup, about 150 grams of chopped red bell pepper contains the equivalent of 156% of the daily value for vitamin A. They're also one of the best sources of vitamin C, and we all know that vitamin C is necessary for creating the protein collagen, which keeps skin firm and strong. So 150 grams or just 1 cup of bell pepper provides an impressive 211% of the daily value for vitamin C. In fact, a large observational study published in the NIH demonstrated that women who ate plenty of vitamin C were linked to a reduced risk of wrinkled and dry skin with age. So red or yellow bell peppers, high in vitamin C, high in vitamin A, get those peppers in. Broccoli is another veggie full of many vitamins and minerals important for skin health, including zinc, vitamin A, and vitamin C. It also contains lutein, which is a carotenoid that works like beta-carotene. Lutein helps protect your skin from oxidative damage, which can cause your skin to become dry and wrinkled. Broccoli is also packed with a special compound called sulforaphane, which boasts some impressive potential benefits, and multiple studies published in the NIH have shown promising evidence it may even have anti-cancer effects, including on some types of skin cancer. Evidence also suggests that this compound may also help maintain collagen levels in your skin. So, if you can digest it without discomfort, broccoli is one to incorporate into your diet if you aren't already doing so. But I know it can be difficult to digest broccoli, in particularly for those with IBS. But here's a tip. So try this. Try steaming the broccoli until it's soft, then pureeing it with some avocado and sea salt to make a green, creamy dip. And just like I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, adding avocado will help boost the vitamin C content and other nutrients will be absorbed much better. So this broccoli avocado dip is a win in my book. Now, I do want to mention green tea for skin health because check this out. One 12-week study involving 60 women found that drinking green tea daily could reduce redness from sun exposure by up to 25%. Green tea also improved the moisture, roughness, thickness, and elasticity of their skin. And while green tea is a great choice for healthy skin, I do want to point out that you may want to avoid drinking your tea with milk or any dairy, as there's evidence that milk could reduce the effects of green tea's antioxidants. Now, last but certainly not least, dark chocolate, okay? So who doesn't love dark chocolate? Raise your hand. So listen to this, you guys. After a 6 to 12-week study of consuming a cacao powder high in antioxidants each day, participants in a study experienced thicker, more hydrated skin. Their skin was also less rough and less scaly, less sensitive to sunburn, and had better blood flow, which brings more nutrients to your skin. So if you need one more reason to eat chocolate, here it is. And I want to point out, there was another study found that eating 20 grams of high antioxidant dark chocolate per day could allow your skin to withstand over twice as much UV radiation before burning compared with eating low antioxidant chocolate. Several other studies have observed similar results, including improvements in the appearance of wrinkles. Of course, these studies were done using quality high antioxidant chocolate and cacao, not Hershey's or Reese's chocolate candy, okay? Take note. So make sure you choose dark chocolate with at least 85% cacao to maximize the benefits and keep added sugar to a minimum. I personally eat 100% chocolate, which is entirely sugar-free and contains just one single ingredient. 100% cacao beans. That's it. But I know many of you may not be at that level yet, or you need something a little sweet. It could be just too intense to eat 100% chocolate. So try at least to opt for 85% or higher if you can find it. And I know you may be wondering what brand of 100% chocolate I get. Well, I recently shared all that info in a Friday Finds newsletter I send out every Friday to my subscribers. So if you're not one of the 20,000 plus people that get these newsletters in their inbox weekly, go now and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my next email full of a variety of new food finds, food recall alerts, healthy dessert recipes, and so much more. Over 20,000 people are getting this and it's growing. So don't miss out and don't be unincluded, right? Is that even a word, unincluded? So go to just littlesipper.com/subscribe. That's LILSIPPER.com/subscribe and enter your email to receive my weekly newsletters so you're in the know of brand new food items coming to the market that I've got the inside scoop on. Thanks again for listening to the Digest This podcast. And remember to share this episode with one friend that comes to mind. And I will see you guys this Wednesday where I am talking all about natural skincare and what to use. Thanks for listening to this episode of Digest This. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review in your podcast app to let us know. If you're ever wondering how you can support me and this podcast, sharing it with your friends and family is the best way. This is a Resonant Media production produced by Drake Peterson and edited by Mike Fry. To email the show, message us at digestthispod@gmail.com. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team first.